Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to left stick dribble like a god like this, as you can see on the screen. It's very easy. I'm going to show you how to do it. You can watch this video in 1440p and I've got the controllers on the screen. I'm going to show you how to do it in a live tutorial format. So we're actually up against two players. So this is actually going to make dribbling even more difficult for me, but it's going to be a better tutorial for you. Now the question is, well, how do you dribble? Now dribbling all starts with a left analog stick. Now if you look at my opponent, you see how my opponent's taking a touch away. That is the correct thing to do. You see, every time I'm pressing my opponent's stick, that's the thing. It all starts with a left stick touch away. You need to be able to take a touch away. Then you can start beating. Once you learn how to take a player away, then you can beat players where you can take a left stick like here, and then you can sprint into an exit, and you can go like this. And you can see the control that I have. And then I can exit upwards or wherever I want to go. So the key thing is left stick touch. Keep it simple. Look at my left stick. You can see this in 1440p. Taking it very slow. Beat that player there. Take a pass in the middle. Let's touch, not panicking, waiting. Then we get a chance to take a shot. Unfortunately, we've got a lucky deflection there, but you see how I was able to manipulate left analog stick. You see, I didn't slightly move it. I flicked it all the way. I'm basically, let's have a listen to the left analog stick. When I get the ball back, when I move my controller next to the microphone so you can hear the actual movement of the left analog stick, I actually listen, I maxed out, listen. Don't know if you can hear that. I'll try to exaggerate the presses. See that? I'm hitting the outside. I'm not even trying to, because people say, oh, delicately with the left analog stick, feather it. You don't need to. I've been dribbling the exact same way for years. Left analog stick away, like so. Look at the controller bottom of the screen. And if you're watching this, you can watch this in 1440p, 2K. You can see this in high definition, in detail. And that is how you maneuver. You can see even when there's two players against me and I'm getting double pressed here, you can see, look, left stick. But the key thing is, when do I know when to turn? Well, this is the key. You can only turn when there's space available. I'm going to show you what I mean, okay? I'm going to pass the ball here just as an example, right? Let's say I get the ball over here and I pass the ball down the wing. Can I go forward here? Yes, I can. Can I go down? Yes, I can. Can I go in front? No, I can't. I will get tackled. You see, when you see an opponent in the way, you can't beat them with left analog stick. That's the biggest misconception. People think, oh, you can beat them. You can beat them with a skill move, but not with left stick. So how do you beat them? You let them commit, then you go the other way. So watch. Let this player commit, go the other way. Same thing like creating a passing lane. Let them commit, go the other way. See, it's all about deception. Let them both commit, then we're going to turn away. See that? Let them commit, then go the other way, then create the angle towards goal. You see that? So I'm letting my opponent, I'm saying, you know what? You come towards me, then I will go the other way. It's as simple as that, but everyone overcomplicates it. Now, what if the opponent stands still? Then better for you. You can then move the ball wherever you want to move it. If the opponent is standing still, you can just move the ball away naturally. We're going to show you some more live examples, but this time I'm going to mix it up with the running button. Now, you're probably going to say to me, well, Neil, it's fine for you because you probably have a good team, right? Well, let me show you an example. I'm just going to kick the ball out of play. My entire front four, do you know how much they cost? 750 coins. That's about 1 grand. That's about 2 grand. And she might be the most expensive player on my team. She's about 4k. Why? So why can they play that way? Well, it's nothing secret. All it is simply is that if you look at their agility and balance, they got a good agility and balance. See that? They got about, this one's got 96 agility and balance. This one's got 85. 80, 86, and so all four of them have good agility and balance. The reason why they get away with it, but not the best agility and balance, because look at the height. They're not that tall. And that is the key thing with dribbling. You can't have a player like Haaland, like my opponent has up front. My opponent has Haaland up front. When Haaland gets the ball, he's going to be a very clunky player. Yes, he's good at, let's say, running with the ball, with speed. Or let's say, for example, he wants to score a header. But you can see Haaland, look, he just can't turn quick. Patry has got the good agility and balance, and then she can just exit away into the space. Then you can use a combination of all these other things and then use left stick dribbling to create the space. So that's the key. Then that's how people use the ball roll and everything else. It's a combination of all those together that gives you the space. I'll show you another example. Left stick here. Can we make a pass? No. Gonna go take a touch forward. Not gonna panic. Chanda got the ball. Left stick. Gonna go commit. They're gonna commit. See, they're running at me. They're creating space for me. See that? Creating space for me. I'm not doing anything. They're moving. Look, they're both of them are trying to defend against me, but they're both moving away. See that? So that is how you left stick dribble. I'm going to show you some more examples now, but we're going to combine this with a sprint feature, which is more important. So before you go into a game, before you start thinking, okay, you know what, I've got this nil, I want you to go into a game and then watch this video back. But watch it. This is how the higher end players that you'll play against, they will do it. So like, see, he tried to run into me, didn't work. Again, they'll do a ball roll, get the ball here, they'll do a little bit of dribbling. Can they go forward? Yes, they can. Then we're going to do here, we're going to do a 1-2 link up play, wait for the run. Been unlucky, nearly got the ball away. So you see, I didn't need to let it dribble there, I didn't overuse it there. I tried to make the pass going forward. So it's in combination of knowing when to do it at the right time, and that's the real skill gap, is being patient. Just trusting yourself. Okay, you know what? Someone's coming towards me. I can take a touch away. So when you're practicing this is what I want you to do, guys. Remember, I want you to write. If you can, ideally try to write this down. When you're practicing, take a touch away. It's going to run in front here. When someone's coming towards you, take a touch away. Not slightly away. You take a touch completely away. You want your body to be covering a situation. It's like here, take a touch away. You can see like that. See how I avoided both the players there? Take a touch away. You protect the ball. The only way someone can get the ball off you is even with 2 players. You can see even my opponent's got 2 players and they're still struggling so hard to get the ball off me. And they're working together. See my opponent, and let's have a look how my opponent does it. Look, see? That's not the right thing to do. You got a bit lucky with the deflection there when you got the ball off me. But that's not the way that you want to be left at dribbling. Nearly scored a fantastic goal though. Fair play to them again. Going to do a through ball now. Timing. Now, bit unlucky. We're going to wait for the cut back. I'm just going to assume there's a cut back here. I see the player inside the middle. I'm going to switch that player there. Do an L1 trick, and I'm not going to pass this player just yet because she's not in a clear space. I'm going to wait for her to get into a clear space. Now I'm going to try to make the pass. So that way when she receives the ball, her first touch is going to be in a clear area. Waiting for this pass here. Just waiting. See my opponent just pushed the ball forward. Risky. Going for the cross. And to be honest, that's an issue with finishing. That is a disgraceful finish. They really need... I don't know what your opinion is on finishing, guys, but I think that they need to fix this finishing. It is dreadful, this game. But again, here, I can't go anywhere here, so I'm going to take a touch backwards. I'm going to wait for this other player to overlap. Okay, there's no option. So now we're going to show the use of the L1 button. The L1 button is so important because it forces players to make runs. It's fine to left stick dribble. You can see I'm left stick dribbling. Okay, it's completely fine. But you can see, for example, like here, when I'm in this situation here, see how the player comes towards me, take a touch away. Now, what if I'm surrounded and I can't do anything? That is where you use the L1 button. The L1 button is going to trigger a player and ask that player to make a run. So let's say, for example, this player here, number 22. If I press the L1 button, she will make a run going forward and it's going to create space. So we're going to go into the example again. So we're going to use the L1 button, and you're going to see even my opponent's got 2 defenders. Might be a bit hard because they might be able to mark it, but look, see, press the L1 button, that player's making a run, and that creates space for me because then the opponent's eyes are drawn away because now the opponent thinks, who's this player running behind? I have to look at this player now who could be potentially be a dangerous position. So you see there how it's able to turn. Let's go back and let's watch that. Let's go back to the instant replay here, and we're just going to turn off the controllers for a second just so you guys can see it. So we're going to get the ball over there, and then we get the ball like this, pass. Now watch, see that touch? I took it forward, but I didn't take it into the space in front because it wasn't safe. So I took a normal touch, then I saw the space, then I saw the player come towards me. So I took a touch where? Backwards. I didn't try to go left or right, I took it backwards. You see that? My body covered the position, even with low strength, I'm still able to control the ball. You don't need strength. And I'm able to then score the goal. To be honest, goalkeeper probably should have saved that. Bit of a lucky shot there. The goalkeeper moved a bit too late. By the way, this video is sponsored by my Patreon series, patreon.com/no guys. You want to see more dribbling tutorials like this in more detail, you can join my FIFA School Series where I go over this in depth in more information. Link is down below in the description as well. If you don't get better after 1 month, we'll refund your money. That is a nil guides guarantee. We offer that guarantee because that's how much we trust our content. But back to the tutorial here. When the intermission is finished, again, my opponent took a touch away there. So again, here we get the ball here. And you see, look, you can use, you can use agile dribbling, and you can use strafe dribbling, and you can use this control sprint. Control sprint is actually a really good feature, but that's for another video for another day. But just keep it simple. Left stick, don't run. Let the opponents come to me. You only run if there's really space, like here, the space in front of me. You're going to leg go early. See that? Pull it back. Going to wait. Have I got any options? Have I? Nope. So I'll take a touch away. That. Have I got not? Press the L1 button. Now you can see now players pressing me. Now the defensive line is shifted. Just going to pass the ball here up. Probably going to lose the header here because this player is too short. Player's offside now. Again, take a touch away. Take a touch down, away from the danger, away. Player coming towards me, take a touch away. Gonna go up. Now we're gonna go left stick dribbling spectacular. Goalkeeper's gonna come out. We're gonna go around the goalkeeper, waiting for the goalkeeper to come out. Even didn't manage to do it against 2 players. Gonna mark this area here. And let's look at my opponent. Where's he gonna take a touch? He or she? Like, you're gonna take a touch forward, that's fine. Now you gotta take a touch backwards because there's nowhere to go. Nice, perfect. That's a nice skill move entrance. I believe that's offside. That was actually the smart thing to do. I thought that player wouldn't take that touch there, but that was the smart thing to definitely do there. You get the ball, just gonna switch it again. Header it forward, take a touch where? Into the space is available. Take a touch upwards, do a through ball. It all depends where you get the ball. You can see now we've got loads of space. We're gonna take a touch forward. My player committed. Now we're gonna run. Now we're gonna take a let's take a touch away from the goalkeeper. See, I could have shot there and could have scored. Gonna take a run here. Now you see that one there. See, I pushed the ball forward and my opponent knew what I was doing and my opponent read it. Now, I don't mind taking a risk in the final third. Where you don't take a risk is in your third. So when you have the ball here, you just take a touch away completely. You don't try to get through. In the final third, you have to of course get through because you want to get on goal side. You want to get, for example, on this situation over here, you want to get in that area there. But in my third, I don't want to take a risk. Take a touch away. I'm going to try my best to dribble through this entire team. Oh my god, too many players switching. I can't. Because I can't go forward, so I have to go back. See that? I have to go back. You see, my body is controlling the situation. I'm able to control the whole situation with my body. See that? Take a touch away. Then you combine this with the sprint button. Take a touch away. And you can go around like here. So here I can take a shot now if I want to, but I'm not going to do it as an example. And as you can see, left is just fairly simple. Fairly simple. I'm going to bring the controllers back as well, just so you can see a bit what's going on. Same thing here. Just wanted to take the controllers off just so you see the gameplay and you don't get distracted too much by the controller. Because sometimes I know when you watch these tutorials, I was actually asking a friend to watch some of these tutorials actually, and I noticed that he was focusing on the left analog stick so much he wasn't even looking at the tutorial itself. Yeah, nowhere to go. Gonna take a touch away. Space there. Space there, so gotta go up. Gotta go down. Then I gotta go up. And then nice offside trap. This is 80 rated player. Can we go all the way? We can. Should I go around the goalkeeper? I'm gonna go through this gap here. Oh, I tried to go for the Messi style one. And that's why players like Messi, Ben Yedder, if you ever thought, why would a player like Ben Yedder be meta? It's not only the 5-star weak foot, it's the ability to move. Like here, the obvious option here. Do I need to left stick here? Not really, but we're just going to do it for an example's sake. Good tackle from my opponent there. And generally speaking, as long as you take a touch away, the opponent really can't get the ball. The only way they can get the ball, even if you got like a player that's not got the best strength, the only way they can really get the ball off you is if they nudge you from the side, and that is not like, it's not the highest chance someone can do that. Find that gap. There we go. Bit too much there. You see, in a final third, I like to just dribble past the goalkeepers, but you don't need to do that. That's just my play. If you've been a follower for many years, you know that dribbling is my forte. I don't even use skill moves apart from like fake shot and basic ones. I don't even do step overs. But I just like to dribble past the entire team. This is what I like to do. Like this. Find that gap. Like this. Like that. Ah. The ball just got away there. I don't know what happened. I should have had that ball on my feet. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. A bit of an insight. Do check out some other live commentary videos. And you can see, for example, it's not about connection now. You're going to tell me, oh, Neil, you probably have a good internet connection. I've heard every excuse under the book. I remember when I was at university, I used to play on like on a 40-inch TV. And I remember at uni, the connection was absolutely dreadful. And I used to have bad internet at home as well. So there's no excuse. Don't blame, oh, it's because I have connection, or I have this, I have that. At the end of the day, of course, connection makes a difference. Try to get a wireless LAN, but you don't need the best internet. That's the thing. Everyone gets delay. It's not just you and I. Everyone gets delay. I can assure you, everyone gets delayed on the servers. Nice good one from the opponent. And that is it. Game, set, a match. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I think it's one of my favorite tutorials to record because I really enjoy doing these live commentaries. A bit hard to do when I'm playing, but gives you an insight of the real game example, not one that's just edited. It gives you a kind of a day in the life, or a kind of a walkthrough, a live walkthrough. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.